So guys, we're going to learn standing Ippon Seoinage. Okay, standing Ippon Seoinage. And the first thing you need to decide, the very first thing you need to decide is which direction you're going to throw. Are you going to throw here, which is considered a throw to the right? Or are you going to throw here, which is considered a throw to the left? Okay, so how do you decide? One simple way to decide is based on your gripping orientation. If you're a right-handed player and you hold like this, usually you will throw to the lapel side. So usually when you hold like this, you will throw to this side, not this side. But if you're left-handed and you hold like this, you will throw to this side. Usually that's the case. Okay. So like Usana is primarily left-handed. Okay. So left-handed. Yeah. So she throws here. She throws to the right. This other Japanese girl, Monet, is also left-handed. She does the exact same thing. She throws to the right. Right-handers usually throw to the left. Okay. Now, but what if you are a right-hander and you say, I want to throw to the right. I'm right-handed like this, but I want to throw to the right. It's not a great idea to throw to the right off the sleeve here. Okay, and I'll explain to you in detail why. But it's not a great idea to throw off of this grip. So if you want to throw to the right, you have to switch your grip so that you're holding the lapel on the right. You have to switch the grip. Then you can do a throw to the right. The downside to switching your lapel to the right is that if most of your judo is like this, okay, if most of your judo is like this, and then suddenly you're going to do seoinage, and then you go here, you're telegraphing to your opponent what you're going to do. Because all the time, my judo is like this. Once I grab here, you somehow say, he's about to do seoinage. Because whenever he does seoinage, he goes here. That's why we don't recommend people change grips. We recommend that if your grip is here, you stick to this grip and all your throws are done off of this grip. That way, my opponent won't know what I'm going to do. Am I going to do Osoto? Am I going to do Kosoto? Am I going to do Seoinage? Am I going to do Tai Otoshi? All done from the same grip without changing grip. Okay? So for me, I'm a right-hander, but I throw to the right. So I don't throw like this. I grip like this. I grip left-handed. And most of my judo is built around this grip. Okay? So she doesn't know what I'm going to do. Because my grip is like this. My grip is usually not like this. Okay, so Alex, when I fight with you, right, I'm gripping here. I'm gripping here. So whenever I fight with you, I'm gripping here. So I've chosen to adopt this type of grip so that I can throw to the right. And I build my judo around that. If you don't build your judo around that, you build your judo around this grip, then you should throw to the left. Although I know it feels a bit uncomfortable if you're right-handed throwing to the left, you can get used to it. Right? If Usana can throw to the right, if Monet can throw to the right as left-handers, you as right-handers should be able to throw to the left. But if you decide, no, I really want to throw to the right, I want to throw to the right, then you should grip like this. And you should build your judo around it. And we can help you. You know, what techniques can you build around this? We can help you. But it is a little bit harder because it means a lot of your techniques are going to be done off the left-hand grip, not the right-hand grip. Okay? So, why do people throw off the lapel? Okay? Principal reason is that in Ippon Seoinage, you want to eliminate space. Okay? So if I pull here, you see there's a lot of space between me and her. There's a lot of space. And it's difficult to lift her when there's space. Right? Just because of the way the grip is, there's a lot of space. But if I hold the lapel, there's not much space. It's tight. It's tight. See, and also in terms of pulling her, look, I can pull her very strongly with this lapel grip. But if I hold here, it's not a very good, I can't really pull her, right? But this one, I can really pull her. So this is a stronger grip for seoinage. This is not a great grip. I come in here, I'm not going to be able to lift her. Now, what confuses a lot of people is that the Kodokan, which is the sort of like the mecca of judo, the home of judo in Japan, teaches a throw off the sleeves, right? So when Alex first came, as a young boy, he learned judo, and he was purely Kodokan judo. And this type of Shionagi was alien to him. He said he never saw this before. All he learned was this, right? So it can be confusing for players because Kodokan teaches that. And so when you buy a judo textbook or you buy a judo video, a lot of times they teach this, but this is the inferior way. And how do you know it's inferior? Just watch what players do at the Olympics and the World Championship and the IJF World Tour. All of them do it off of this grip, not this. So there's a reason. They do it because this is more efficient, more effective. Okay? So the first thing you want to learn in Upa Shionagi is throw off the laka. Okay, now there's this great champion, Koga. See over there, look at how high he lifts the guy, right? He doesn't just do lapel, he does armpit. He actually holds here. He holds here, which works as well. He's unique in that he does an armpit grip. So when you lift your arm, right? He digs a little pocket here, and he holds in the armpit, and then he does his shionagi. Okay? Most people don't do that. Most people just hold lapel. I also hold mainly lapel. Sometimes I might migrate. I might grab here, but I'm content to grab lapel. It's good enough. Okay. Second thing, underarm. You see, we have a good contrast, blue and white. The white is underneath. Underarm, not overarm. Can you do it overarm? You can. You can. There's no rule that says you can't do it overarm. But it's better to do it underarm. Okay, why? Because let's say she has a very strong stiff arm, right? She's pulling me away, right? She's keeping me away. Now, when I lift, she doesn't follow. I lift, she doesn't follow. But if I'm underneath, she's forced to follow. So I want to create space so that I can come in. If she has a stiff arm, lift here. Her stiff arm is still there. Her stiff arm, right? The stiff arm is still there. But if I got this, like stiff arm, even though she's stiff arm, I can lift her arm. Right, stiff arm. Right? Her arm is supposed to bend and there's space for me to come in. So two things. Number one, off the lapel, underarm. Okay? Not off the sleeve and not even overarm. This is not so good. Not to say that it can't be done. You could throw. Yeah.
Are there any advantages at all to doing it off the sleeve?
No advantage for say or another.
So if there is no advantage to doing it off the sleeve, why doesn't the yoga like update?
I think it's just tradition. I'm guessing the reason is that, okay, right-handers hold this way, right? Right-handers hold this way, and they don't want people to change grip. They don't want people to change grip, right? So if you don't change grip and you want to throw to the right, then you end up throwing off the sleeve. And I think that's the reason why it ended up that way. Even the Kodokan doesn't want you to change grips, right? And then if I'm a right-hander and I grip like this and I want to throw to the right, what do I end up doing? I end up throwing off the sleeve rather than the lapel. Okay? But if you look at players even from Japan, they throw off the lapel. They throw off the lapel. If they're holding here, they'll throw off this side. If they're holding here, they'll throw off this side. Right? At high level competition, you almost never see it. Maybe once in a blue moon, you see somebody actually executing one standing shionagi off the sleeve. I know of one particular case. There was one player named Ricky Nakaya, actually a former world champion, who did manage to do it off the sleeve once in the world championship. But all the other shionagis I've seen were done off the lapel. Like that guy Koga, the great champion Koga, always off the lapel. Okay? So, but to answer your question, why the Kodokan is because traditional grip is like this. Right-handers want to throw to the right. So they just didn't, they didn't say, oh, right-hander throw to the left. Right-hander throw to the right. So that's why. But there's no advantage for shionagi to throw off the sleeve. Okay? So you guys, one of the first things all of you will have to decide is which direction you want to go. if you decide, okay, say Fatwas decides, I want to throw off the right, then you're gonna build your judo off of this group. If Seoinage, assuming Seoinage is going to be your main throw, and you're going to prioritize Seoinage. I prioritize Seoinage, I want to throw off of this grip. Then your other techniques need to be built around that grip. If you don't want to do that, then stick to throwing to this side. Get used to throwing to this side. Okay? Most of right-handers will throw to this side. Most left-handers will throw to this side. But assuming, let's say, I give the example of left side because I throw off the left side. Always get a lapel grip. If you want, you can experiment with a armpit grip. You can, like Koga. If not, just a lapel grip and always underarm. Better. It's better. Not to say you can't do it like this, but it's better if it's underarm. Better for lifting the arm. Okay? So, lapel grip, underarm. Okay, that's the first thing. Great. Okay, second thing that you're taught, Kodokan style, right? Kodokan style is that when you enter, you squat. Okay, so you'll see in videos, stand square. No, square. Yeah, okay. So you'll see in a lot of videos and textbooks, people come in and they squat like this. They squat and then they pick up the opponent. Okay? It's barely possible for me to do that when she's not resisting. If she's resisting, it's impossible for me to lift. And if she's a guy who's my weight and my strength pushing me down, if I squat like this, I won't be able to get up again. Okay? So, so just to give you an example. Okay, will you come? Alex, come. Okay. You adopt the which way do you want to throw? Left or right? Okay, right. You turn in and squat. Squat down, squat down. Okay. Alex, push him down. Push him down. Try to stand up. Go, try your best. It's very hard. Not here like this. It's not so easy to stand up again. Right? No doubt he is a bit heavier than you. But even if we took you about 80 kilos, 81, 82, 80, right. You think an 80 kilo guy pressing down on you, it's very hard to get up again. It's quite hard. Okay? So squatting is not a good idea. So people say, what about those who drop to their knees? That's different. That's a drop Seoinage. That's not squatting. That's dropping all the way down. You know, like you see Usana drop Seoinage. That's not squatting. That's dropping. Okay? So when you want to do standing, okay, Usana. So what do I do? See, if I had somebody tall, like Dan, okay, Dan, can you step aside here for a while? Dan is taller than me. His belt line is higher than mine. Okay? When I have somebody tall like Dan, okay, stand straight. I don't even have to bend my knees. I can stay perfectly straight. Okay, so watch. Right? Without bending my knees, I can lift Dan. Right? Because his belt line is already higher than mine. I'm already below him. My center of gravity is already below him. So I just come in, completely straight leg, and just come in like this. I don't have to bend. There's no reason for me to bend. I'm already lower than him. Straight leg, completely straight leg. So I think you're a bit shorter than him, or you? Yeah, same thing. If you were to do Seoinage with him, you just come in, straight leg. Okay? The problem is, what if it's somebody shorter than me? Okay? So she's a little bit shorter than me. It's not so easy for me to just do straight. Okay? It's a little bit harder to lift. But if I bend, I won't be able to get up again. So what's the solution? So people like Koga and many other judo players in the world, they developed this thing which is called a split hip. Something is called split hip, or I call it leg insertion. Okay? And what we do is that we come in like this. And it's like a lunge. It's like a lunge. Here a little bit. You lunge. This leg goes behind, this leg in front. If you're doing it to the right, if you're doing it to the left, it's okay. To the right, to the left, So if you're doing with the left, you lead with the left leg. If you're doing to the right, you lead with the right leg. So that's what you want to do. It's like a lunge, right? A lot of beginners have a problem doing a complete rotation. You started had this problem for a while. Okay, and what they do, what I mean by an incomplete rotation is that she comes in, they come in, and then they're here, 45 degrees. Then they have difficulty lifting. You got to turn completely. You got to turn completely. You see? So Josh, can you stand there, right in front of me? Stand there, right here, right there. Okay? So, Usana, the problem you were doing is that you were coming in and you're going there. You're not looking at Josh. That's not good enough. Okay? This is not good enough. I need to be squarely looking at you. If I like this, no good. But you see, when you turn, it's much easier to stop here. So a lot of beginners get caught up in this type of situation. So you need to turn completely. Okay? In this type of situation. Third thing, and this is hard to get your head around. In traditional judo, traditional methodology, you turn and then you lift. But I was taught that, the Koga style, which is that you lift as you turn. So even as I turn, I'm already lifting. And by the time I've made a complete turn, she's already in the air. Okay? And so here's the difference. Let's say I come in here like this, then I try to lift her. It's quite hard. Not impossible, but it's quite hard. But what if as I come in, I'm already lifting? You see that? She's already in the air. So I lift. You see? So, key points. Number one, decide which direction you're going to throw. I throw to the right. Grip, lapel, underarm. First one. Not sleeve. Not overarm. Lapel, underarm. Okay? Going to lift. Number two, don't squat. Don't come in here and squat like that. You won't be able to get up. Do this. Leg insertion. And don't turn towards Josh like that. Turn towards the person right in front. Complete rotation. Okay? Number three, lift as you turn. Don't turn and then lift. Lift at the same time as you turn. So you try on Fatwa. Fatwa, you be here, okay? So Yusana, complete rotation, okay? I'm going to be here. So you turn towards me. Yeah. Lift as, so Yusana, don't turn and then lift. As you turn in, you lift. Okay, one more thing. You see, she's grabbing here. Higher. Higher is better. Not here. You have a tendency to do that. Okay? Here. Not here. Second thing, it's okay to grab, but it's not necessary. There's nothing wrong with grabbing. See how she grabs? But if you go here and see how she grabs, he likes to grab. But if he doesn't grab and he just clenches her fist, it's okay also. I don't grab. If you look at videos of my randori, the most recent one I did with Ryan, I'm not grabbing. I'm just punching. I just punch. So Yusana, instead of grabbing here, punch. Punch your fist. Punch. Okay, try. You can grab. If you want to grab, you can grab. Okay, that's not bad. So again, do 3 uchikomis. Let's go. 1, 2. Little bit more rotation. Yes, but don't lose balance. Okay, try. Do it one more time. Your rotation was good, but maintain the balance. Okay, that's good. Okay, so those are the points that you guys will need to work on.